A little late today, guys. I'm here, but I started the program believing I was live, but it wasn't quite live yet. So I'm going to start again and say welcome, 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 welcome. And I'm sorry to be a little late, so please see with me. I am Dr. Kalefa, and before we go, I'm introducing you to my feel good show. Before we move on, I am going to just ask the higher power to be present with us today, to guide us and to help us to get maximum benefit from everything that we go to, that we do today, everything we learn today, that we get maximum benefit that we can apply into our lives. And like I just said before the broadcast came on, I'm Dr. Kalefa. I'm a holistic health and transformational doctor and healer, or spiritual guide. Uh, Combined a lot of different things. Uh, I help people to one to reverse degenerative diseases. I help them to uh, reverse diseases such as diabetes, arthritis, heart problems, fibroids, and high blood pressure, cancer, and the list goes on with the degenerative diseases. But I help people to reverse those diseases through my 90-day programs, and also to teach them how to live their lives so they never get back into that condition again. Yeah, so it's the programs are 90 days plus, depending on which program you join. And you can actually find the information for that if you go to Instagram and click on the link in bio, and that will take you to my landing page where you can find out a bit more about the programs and a little bit more about myself. Like I said, if you are just tired of the pain, the pills, the fatigue, the physical and mental degeneration, then go and take a look at that page, or put your email in the chat here so I can take your email address and send you some information. But this broadcast is actually going out right now on, if you're not on YouTube, it's also on LinkedIn, and it will be on Instagram from tomorrow, and on my website as well. So do stay with us, do follow through, and you can, like I said, you can join in the chat. Just put whatever questions you have as I'm moving along in the chat box, and I will do my best to respond to you. Yeah. So be patient with me because I am on my own today. My guest, I've sent out the link to her, but she's having some internet issues at the moment, so we've decided to put it off till next week. So I'm all on my Todd today. And okay, if you've been watching, you'll already know the format of the program. And that is, we do today's recipe. And once we've done the recipe, then we sit down and we nyam and labrish. And that's Jamaican for eat and talk. So we're going to eat and chat and chill. And hopefully, most weeks, we'll be eating the food that we prepare, because I'm going to ask you to put your email address in the chat box, and week by week, I will send you the ingredients for the following week's recipe so you can actually work along with me. Okay. And then once we finish, we can sit down together and we can nyam and labrish. Okay. So the idea of this week's of the Feel Good Show is to have you feeling good about feeling good when you leave this show. Yes. So we're going to do things today that's going to help you to feel good about yourself and feel good about your Sunday afternoon, and be grateful and thankful that we are here. And then after that, we're going to finish with our meditation session for the day. All right. So with that said, let me get on with the recipe today, which is going to be chocolate ice cream. Okay, chocolate ice cream. In the past few couple of weeks, I have run the chocolate theme, and my ebook, the with the chocolate, super chocolate, is going to be available to you on the site as well, where you go to click the link in bio. On there, you will find a super shakes book and a super drinks book already at ridiculously low prices. So do go ahead and click and purchase those, and then you will have a better idea of what we're going to be doing throughout these weeks. Okay, so let me go and start the recipe for today. Just excuse me one moment, and we're going to start the recipe, which, like I said, is ice cream. And what I'd like to say is that some people think that you have to have precise recipes, and that it's not precise. I'm not going to give you a precise, I'm going to show you what I do, and you can adjust it to suit yourself. Some people might, for instance, like to add sweeteners and things, but this week I'm not showing you the sweetener. It's going to be sweetened with the fruit that we're using. Okay, so just give me one moment. Okay, so here we are. Last week we had a little issue with the Vitamix, but the Vitamix is all ready for this week, for us this week. And I tend to use this, especially when it comes to ice cream, because it has the Rama here and it makes your ice cream in seconds. So we have your organic raw cocoa powder here, which we are going to add to the main ingredient. And let me show you the main ingredient, which is in the freezer, and it's banana. What I've done, I've got really, really ripe banana and sliced it all up, put it in the freezer, and it's been there for a couple of days, so it's really, really frozen. Yes. And I'm also going to add some lecithin. And this is not soy lecithin. I've actually got sunflower lecithin, and I've got the powder, because some people have issues about soya nowadays. So I've actually changed to the sunflower lecithin for this purpose. And this is coconut milk. I'm going to use the coconut milk. I have to explain this to you because I've noticed in a lot of recipes, people mix up the coconut water with the coconut milk. The coconut water is actually the water that when you cut it, you drink the water, usually straight from the coconut. The milk is what you get from the dry coconut. So for instance, if I didn't make this, I bought it, but if I were making it, which I will show you in another show, you could get the dry coconut, you'd break it, pour out the water, and you would take the coconut out of the shell, and you would just, nowadays, you would put it in the blender. When I was growing up, we used to grate it on a grater, and I used to lose bits of my flesh off of my finger. So I love the idea that I can just chop it up, throw it in the blender, and in a minute it's done, and I just squeeze the juice out with the milk bag, and my milk is done. I was lazy this week, so I've actually just got, and I only needed a little, so I got the milk, from the health food store. And additionally, I have some granola here, which is just for decorations. It's not necessary, but it's just for decorations. And finally, my pièce de résistance today is CBD oil. No, it's not the cannabis CBD oil. This is the hemp CBD oil. So we're going to put a few drops of this in our ice cream today. All right, so to start with, let me get the blender ready. And we're going to put the ice cream in, the banana in first. Okay. I'm just going to break it up a little so ease the pressure on the blender. I would say in there, there's about, so far there's about 3 bananas, and I'm just gonna do that much. So I'd say there's about 4 or 5 bananas in there, and I'm going to put the coconut milk. Is not really necessary, but it does help to have a little liquid when you're using frozen ingredients. So I'm just going to put, that's about a tablespoon of the coconut milk. And I'm going to add, you can choose how much you add of the chocolate. And I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of this raw organic chocolate. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to add, that's 3 tablespoons, yes. And I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of the lecithin. 1, 2, and 3. And there you go. All right, so now I'm going to just turn this into ice cream. All right, there we go. And the reason why, like I said, I love the Vitamix for this is because other blenders will take a lot longer, and you can't get the exact consistency that you want. So let's turn this up a little and switch it on. And there we go. Okay, and as you can see, within a few minutes, we have ice cream. So I'm going to transfer that. Of course, it's ready to eat, and I'm going to put some in a bowl to eat right now. I hope you can see that. You can see the chocolate in there. And because, like I said, because it's a banana ice cream, the banana is a base, I have not put any sweetener in, and it should be sweet enough. So I'm going to have that now, and then the rest I'm going to transfer to a freezer bowl and put in the freezer. So you can see how it is for if you have it immediately, and also if you eat it after it's been in the freezer for a while. Okay, it's quite a lot there actually. Oh, are you seeing me? Let me turn this around a bit. There you go. Don't forget, if you have any questions, just put them in the chat for me. I usually lick this out, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that today. I'm not going to do that today because I don't want you to see me doing it. So I'll probably do it after you've gone though. All right, so there we go. I'm going to cover this now and put it in the fridge, in the freezer part of the fridge. And that's it. It's as simple as that. Yes. So if you want the if you didn't get all the recipe and you want that, you can always please send me the number you can see on the screen. There is a WhatsApp number. You can send a request by WhatsApp to me. And also, I'm also going to ask you to join the Feel Good Show WhatsApp group. So let's eat, or I should say, let's nyam. Ooh, this is gorgeous. And I'm going to add our final ingredient. Oh, guess what? CBD oil. There we go. I did about 4 drops in my plate here. Forgot to put it in, didn't I? Never mind. I'll add it. Let me add it now, because we don't want you to say that I left out any of the ingredients, do we? So I'm going to add that. And because this is a bigger lot, I'm going to put about 6 drops in. So there we go. CBD oil there, hemp. And let me just give that a little mix. That's it. And back into the freezer. Okay. So, what shall we Labrish about today? Yes? We have been talking about Taoism. And for the next for the explanation of that, I'm going to ask you to go to YouTube or LinkedIn and look at the last 2 weeks if you are new to it this week. And that will show you what we've been doing so far on Taoism. And I'm just going to do a quick overview of what Taoism is and what we've done last week, and then just talk to you a bit more about the meaty bit of it before we move on. I would love to see you actually enjoying this with me. Okay, so Taoism, it's the oldest science known in life. Yeah, the oldest science of life known to us. That's what I'm told. It predates all the other ancient philosophies. And it's the science of all aspects of life. Tao, we're actually looking at the Tao of Sexology. But there is, let me see, 8 different disciplines which make up the whole thing. And the Tao of Sexology is about sexually using the sexual energy, using the sexual energy to how can I put it? The Taoists believe that the sexual glands are endowed with God's power to create. And of course they are, because they are the glands of creation, procreation, and so forth. And they believe that it's God's intelligence to organize life. Yes? So they believe that the sexual glands are endowed with God's power to create and God's intelligence to organize life. The sexual glands can be used as a source of life force for our bodies. Sexual instincts serve a spiritual purpose. This is what they believe. Sexual instincts serve a spiritual purpose. And by sharing, giving, and receiving true love, we learn to understand the nature of God. They believe that. And they also believe that to experience love is to experience God. The whole idea of the Taoist system is to live longer, happier, healthier, and wiser lives. And as we learn to understand God's nature, we can walk with God. They believe that as we grow and understand God's nature, we can walk with God and finally become God, which is the aim of our existence here on this planet. Taoist knowledge of self-discipline are sufficient for mastering the methods of direct communication with God. After studying this system, many people say they finally understand what it is to enjoy not just sex, but life itself. And by utilizing the techniques, we can reap the benefits now, not later. We can reap the benefits not in a later life, but we can reap the benefits now. The Tao of Sexology is just one of the Taoist disciplines, but there are actually 8 altogether. And we will be focusing now on the Tao of Sexology. But let me just give you a brief idea of what the others are. They believe that once we have learned and absorbed, and once we're living this, we will be walking with God, and by walking with God, we will fully master our human condition. So the first one is the Tao of philosophy. And this gives us guidelines for attaining success and spiritual elevation based on universal laws. I'm just skimming over them at the moment just to give you a basic understanding. The second one is the Tao of revitalization, which is a system of internal exercises using the body's energy to revitalize and heal internal organs and glands. Number 3 is the Tao of a balanced diet. And I think that pretty much speaks for itself. Number 4 is the Tao of the forgotten diet, which is about how we use herbs to maintain optimum health. The 5th one is the Tao of the healing art, which is using the body's energy system to heal. Number 6 is the Tao of mastery, which is mastering our energies to reduce stress. And that's just putting it very, very basically. 7 is the Tao of success, which gives us strategies to help adjust our everyday actions to deal with patterns of change. And of course, the one we're doing now is the Tao of Sexology. So these 8 pillars cover every aspect of our everyday existence, and it's designed to completely satisfy our basic physical needs in a manner that allows us to progress slowly but steadily, they say, with ever-growing confidence in knowing that we shall one day reach our cherished goal of immortality. And I'm going to stop there today. And next week, we're actually going to explore the whole idea of immortality, which, according to Taoism, is the ultimate aim of human existence. We reach immortality then we are living, walking gods. Okay, excuse me. That was gorgeous. I wish you could have joined me today with eating, I would say, nyamming and while we labrish. Um, I'm going to move on to the next part of our show today, and that is our meditation. And our meditation today is entitled "I Do Not Inherit Disease." So just take a moment. I'm going to give you a moment to make yourself comfortable as you can. Make sure that your spine is straight and you will not be disturbed. Okay? So take a couple minutes while I finish my ice cream and make yourself comfortable. Mm, it really is gorgeous. Okay, so now that you've made yourself comfortable, just take a nice deep breath and breathe deep into your abdomen, not into your chest. We need to get the air flowing really deep into your abdomen so that you take in lots of air that can be passed around your, excuse me, that can be passed around your system so that you get the utmost out of breathing, out of the air that you breathe. Excuse that. One of the things that we need to get used to, and I have had to train myself, get used to the idea that we won't always have a nice, quiet place to meditate. There are times when we need to meditate and we're in situations that where we're going to be disturbed. We're going to be disturbed by people coming through the door. We're going to be disturbed by the phone ringing. We're going to be disturbed by noises from outside. And we need to learn to use those things to relax. Yeah. And that's one of the things we're going to do as we go through today's meditation. So I want you to just take a nice deep breath. And as you breathe out, just let your body relax from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Just breathe out and just allow your body to sag. And just in your mind, just tell yourself that you're going to enjoy these few moments of relaxation. Okay? All right, now, as you're relaxing so well, just become aware of all the noises, all the different sounds that you can hear around you, wherever you are. You don't have to analyze the sounds, just let them float by, just as if they're clouds floating by in the sky. Just become aware of all the sounds that you can hear. And just let them float by and allow them to help you to relax even deeper. Take another deep breath and just let go. Let go, let go, let go, and relax. That's it. Just accept to yourself that these few moments to come are your time and you are going to just relax and enjoy. And as I said, this week's meditation is I do not inherit disease. As you're relaxing so well, just imagine that you're somewhere that you can make up in your mind, somewhere that you love to be, where it's tranquil and peaceful, and you just love to be there. Put yourself there in your mind, could be real or made up. Just put yourself there and just focus on these words with me. There is no inherited tendency to disease, nor ill health. I am born of pure spirit and am free from the belief in material existence. False ideas cannot be transmitted from one to another. And I am free from all race suggestions. My life is from above. And I remember that I was always perfect and complete. An inner light shines forth and frees me from the bonds of all false belief. I came from spirit. Now, just continue to ponder on those words. Continue to ponder on them and allow them to just soak into your psyche. Yes? And in a few moments, when you're ready, you can begin to return to full awareness, keeping with you all the benefits that you have gained in this meditation session. You will remain calm, tranquil, and at peace, no matter what is going on around you. And when you're ready, you can just open your eyes and have a wonderful day. See you next week. Thank you for joining me today.